Hi guys, in this tutorial what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a 3D model into UDK with its textures. So here we go. Okay, so I've got this sign that I've made. It's just a very simple sign. There's a pole and there's a sheet of sort of rustic metal. It's nothing particular great. Do a quick render. You can see I've got a little bit of text on there and a couple of little kind of bullet holes, Aussie style sort of. So very plain, nothing special. But what I have done is I've actually made UVs or unwrapped UVs, and I've used the X-form modifier on it as well to center it in the kind of world. It's sort of halfway in the ground here. I could probably lift it up. But anyway, there's the model. And if I go over here, I'll bring in these files here. You'll see that I've got the material files in here as well. So you can see there's a Photoshop here and a TGA file and a JPEG file here. And if I show you up in the material editor, this is what's going on in here. You can see that there's my bitmap here, so we can have a look here. You can see I've got one. I've done a UV unwrap here, and it's plugged into the fuse here. So there's the unwrap. So what we're going to do is actually import this into UDK. So the first thing you need to do is we're going to export it as a FBX file. So the next thing we have to do is actually export it. So we go up to max, up to the big button up the top, go to export. When we get to export, and you can see I've already done some exporting here. I'm going to call this simply sign, and it's going to be a Autodesk FBX. So you've got a drop down list here, so we want FBX. Okay, and I'm going to put it somewhere besides where this is. We're going to go to the UDK installation. So in we go here. There's my UDK. Keep going into the UDK. Go into UDK game. Go into content. And in the content here, we're going to put this. Excuse me. We're going to put the sign. So we'll just put it in there. Go save. And just go OK with this one. Okay, so now we can close this off, and we're going to go open up the UDK. Okay, so once we've opened up UDK, we go into our content browser here, and we're going to import that sign. So hit your import button down the bottom here, and the sign should be in your folder here. So click on the sign, press open. A window opens up. Just opened up on the other side here for us. I've also got a progress thing going on. Now it's already called. We're going to create a new package, so we'll call it. I'm going to call it Jezzas package. So I know what it is. Maybe I'll put an underscore under between that. And we press OK. Everything else should be alright. And this comes up, but I'm just going to go OK. Okay, and there's my sign in there. Now we're going to create a collision. So we simply right click it and go edit using static mesh editor, and when you get into here, go up to collision and go to auto convex collision, and that should set up a little collision for you. Just press apply. You can see the collision around here, and just close that, Okay, so I'll just close off this window here so it's out of the way. Let's just see if we can drag our sign into the scene. And we have. Looks like it's halfway in the ground though, but that's okay. I can lift it up to the ground. And there it is there. But the problem is, of course, there isn't any texture on it. So the next thing we have to do is texture it. So what we need to do now is to import the texture in. So go down to import. I don't, where you've saved textures is up to you, but you want to save them as TGA files. This is the unwrapped textures. So in my case, I'm in, where am I? I'm in this PC documents. Here they are, in here, and I want this guy here. This one here with all the textures on. I think that's the one I need. Just see, just the JPEG. This is the TGA file, so I'm going to take this guy and open. And we're going to call this just import it into there. So just go OK. And there's the textures. So the next bit is that we're going to right click this guy and we're going to do a new material, which is somewhere there. Create a new material. There it is. Opens up in my other window over there. So we'll just call that sign underscore map. Press OK. And when that happens, there should be a new sign in here. There it is. Sign material. Okay, so we've made our texture. So double click your texture and you come up with this, comes up with this little window here. And my texture's sitting in here, and it's kind of hard to see, but that's better. It's sort of sitting on the top of it. So I drag the little black node from this side, and I'm just going to kind of just sitting on top of the window to diffuse here, like that. And then you see I now have the texture here. Okay. So we'll close this window. I'm just going to go yes. So I'll show you the pathway of putting the material on now. I've just done it. So I've already put the material on there. So you've got to find your sign. So you go into your package, double click your sign. You can see I've already got my material on here. You won't have. So the way to go is you come up here and you type in up the top here, material, and it will take you to this guy here, and it says body setup for Jezzas sign. If you click the little arrow guy here, it says, if you hover over, it says use selected object in the content browser. Okay, so we look at the content browser and we want to go to the sign material, not this guy in here, but the sign material, this guy here. Click on him, select him, and then you click the little arrow, the green arrow at the bottom saying use selected object in content browser. So you click that guy and then it should work for you. You should have your materials in there. Of course this guy's around the wrong way, but as you can see, good if I knew how to use the controls, I have the sign there with my text on it. So let's have a look. Just click all this off. I'll click you out of the way, and I'm just going to jump into the game. So we'll just have a quick look and see what it looks like. Where am I? Well, there we go. There's my sign. got its textures. That's cool. Worked on both sides. It's sticking out of the ground, but that's alright. Pole's got it. Beautiful. Thank you.